Seven News with Peter Mitchell.
The end of an era, a new direction for the Seven Network, choosing not to bid for the AFL rights.
We've got a lot in the pipeline. We've got a really exciting production slate.
Multi-million-dollar clean-up, a new life for Melbourne's waterways. And let the battle begin. Pat Rafter's Australian Open final bid just over an hour away. Good evening and welcome again to Melbourne Park, where Pat Rafter will take to the court in just over an hour in a bid to become the first Australian to reach a final here since Pat Cash in 1988. More on that shortly. But first, the AFL. And the Seven Network has decided not to bid for the TV rights after this year. The decision signals a new era for the network with a promise of an increase in Australian production and profitability.
It's a relationship that's existed since the first ball was bounced on Australian television. But today, the Seven Network and the AFL announced they will officially part company. To keep the free-to-air rights would have doubled the network's costs to almost $90 million a year, not including marketing and production.
When the decision was between facing a substantial loss or leaving ourselves with the flexibility to invest in other Australian production, we were really left with no choice.
I don't want to go into our emotions. We've had 40 years of a very good partnership with Channel 7, and where there was a process in place that we've all worked through in relation to these broadcast rights.
The response from the market was positive and swift. Seven shares up 22 cents to close at $6.38. The decision also means a big jump in local production, more top-rating Australian dramas like Blue Heelers and popular infotainment shows such as Better Homes and Gardens. The Seven Network says it's looking forward to moving into new areas. Already this week it's secured rights to the 2002 Manchester Commonwealth Games. Add that to coverage of the Salt Lake City Winter Olympics and the Athens Summer Games.
We've got a lot in the pipeline. We've got a really exciting production slate.
But the final siren isn't sounding just yet. The station kicking goals before ending its 40-year association.
It means that Seven is really going to enjoy presenting its last year of football.
Mitch Caitlan, 7 News.